Welcome back, Middle Age Grind. Today I want to go over an article I read yesterday, coming to you from my garage on this Saturday morning. This is a Melissa Houston, a contributor for Forbes, who wrote a article, How to Get Rich Without Winning the Lottery. And it was pretty good. I thought it brought up a lot of topics here that are worth talking about, and I'll get right into it. The first one is cultivate a wealth mindset. And what this is, what I take out of this is that you can't be one of these people like, oh man, things are just not, times are terrible, things are not good. You got to go forth and believe that the world is your oyster and there's plenty of opportunities out there, which there most undoubtedly are. The second one is set clear, achievable goals. Define what wealth means to you, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound smart goals. This is, I think, really good where this comes into play. One could be paying off debt. Figuring out on Ramsey, Dave Ramsey Solutions has a great debt payoff calculator. You can put in all your debts in there, the interest rates, and how much you're paying, and it'll give you an estimated payoff date. And I think that's just a great tool. Educate yourself financially. Most people in this country, everybody seems to admit, I wish I'd have learned this stuff in school. The thing with YouTube now, there's so many channels out there, and some are good, some are bad, but if you want to learn on anything, especially finance, you can find a lot of good resources out there. The next topic that Miss Houston talks about, start saving and investing early. And I made a video a couple weeks back talking about maxing out your HSA and IRAs, what that is, what that looks like at 40, and what that looks like at 25. Not even maxing it out, but just putting away $500 a month starting at 25. If you just get average rate of return in the S&P 500, that's over $3 million by age 67. You know, when's the best time to start investing? Yesterday. Just start any age you can. Build additional income streams. Well, this goes into, I think was near and dear to a lot of people, side hustling. As we come for me today from my garage, and you can see some of the tools and stuff I have here. Side hustling is awesome. People need their grass cut. People need things done. There's Uber. There's a million different things. Dog walking, babysitting if you're a young person. This truly is the gig economy, and I think that's not going away. Many people now are not just a 9 to 5. You got to go make it at different times. And finding that work-life balance, I think, is important. You know, spending time with your family. Today's a beautiful day. My wife and I are going to be heading to Jazz Fest later to see Chris Stapleton tonight. So really looking forward to that. But a lot of that, additional income streams, side hustling. Network and find mentors, and this is a really good one, and this is something that I've done over the years. Making friends with people who are a little bit older than you sometimes is a good thing, and not only that, when you're gaining knowledge over the years, start showing people some of the stuff you know. Teaching your kids, hey, come see how we trim this hedge. Look how you mow the lawn in a straight line. You know, how do you do a good job for somebody? How do you weed eat? That's just an example. But getting with the right people, everybody makes mistakes. And I find successful people in life, they're willing to share with you their experiences that they've had, good and bad. I have a lot of good friends that they are eager to share their life experiences with me. And not only that, but what they wish they would have did a little bit differently, and maybe that helps me along the line. You know, I have 4 kids. My oldest is 14. She's going to be going to college soon, and there's going to be a lot going into that. And my good buddy next door, my neighbor, he has one in and one going to college, and he's taught me a lot of things about, hey, tell them to start taking an ACT early, and look at this, look at that, you know, kind of thing. And I'm really appreciative of that. Taking calculated risk, I think this is a good one. But don't just go open a business or do something without doing your research or without doing your homework. And the best advice for this is, if you're looking to start a business, a side hustle possibly, go work for someone in that business before you actually try to do it on your own. You want to be a pool cleaner? Go work for a pool cleaner for 6 months. See how it's like. What's the work? What's involved? You want to go starting a cake baking business? Go work for someone. Learn the ins and outs. Learn what it's about. That way you're going into something knowing the good and the bad. This is huge. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. This is something I remember reading Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, over 20 years ago. And he talked about, and you know, there's some things I agree and don't agree, but one of the biggest takeaways I got out of that was, in our society, and especially education, it's, you know, you get an A, you get a B, C, D, or F, or you fail. And we should be looking at things as not failing, but learning and overcoming. And, you know, I think Teddy Roosevelt once said it, you know, if I started 10 businesses, only one succeeded, but I learned off of those 9 failures. We have to be more embracing of learning from our setbacks and not letting us get down from it and overcoming that. Number 9, this is a huge one. Prioritize your health and well-being. You know, I'm sitting here about to be 42 next month, trying to lose a few pounds here and be healthy. And the thing is, if you do all this great job saving for retirement and having a nice nest egg, when you get to it, if your health isn't good, you know, millions of dollars in the bank, you would probably trade for good health. But why not have both and focus on your health when you're young? And don't drink as that much. Don't smoke, please don't do that. Terrible habit. And just try to eat right, exercise, and just have a good, healthy balance there. And the last one here, and I think this is huge too, it talks about giving back. And a little bit about what I talked about in the mentor thing. You're going to learn stuff along the way. You're going to find people, young people sometimes, coming to you for advice. And I think that's always a big compliment to that person if someone's coming to you on advice. And just be more giving, you know, be giving, because it goes a long way, and you can really change a young person's life if you share good information with them. That's it from today from my garage on this beautiful Saturday morning in South Louisiana, and we'll see you soon on the Middle Age Grind.